What's going on, guys and girls? Static here with another Minecraft video. And since my entry into GenerikB's Redstone Wars, a lot of people have been asking me to do a tutorial on my ice generator that I used to make the ice fountain, and so I thought I'd do a really quick tutorial on that. So what you'll need for this ice generator is some redstone dust, a redstone torch, redstone repeater, sticky piston, normal piston, a building block of some type. I like to use the stone bricks, and a bucket of water. I also like to have a block on me to represent water, so while I'm building it makes things a little bit easier. Obviously, if you're not doing this in creative mode, if you're doing it in survival, you'd use something like blue wool or something like that, but for the purposes of this tutorial I'll be using ice. And so to start off with, what you want to do is make a little L shape of your block that you're planning on representing the water with. Of course, if you're actually just going to use the straight water bucket, you'd make a little case around the ice to begin with, and of course it wouldn't be ice, and you just place your water in there like so. But like I said, I don't want to do that at the moment. And so the basic idea of this is you want to make it so that what do we got? So these two blocks here are going to be what creates our infinite spring in the corner here. So we're not going to want those to freeze. So for now, I'm just going to put those on top there so I don't forget to cover those up later on. And what we want to do is this block here will be water, but we want to detect when it freezes. So to do that, we're going to make a bud switch off to the side of the water here. So what you want to do, you place a normal piston up against that glass block, and you place a block behind that piston, in front of the piston, and then over here just leaving a gap at that spot there. Place one redstone dust in that gap, and we want to power that redstone dust, so we'll put a repeater up to that block and a torch, and as you see, the repeater will send current through this block, which will power the redstone dust here, which will power the block and power the piston. And so what we're going to do to complete this bud switch is put another normal piston facing that block there, and a torch on that block there, and there you go, that's our bud switch complete. So very, very nifty little one high design, very compact, and as you can see, every time I place or remove the ice block there, it triggers the bud switch. Now what we want to happen is every time that this ice gets, or the water turns into ice, we want a piston to pull that ice block back, and then another piston to push it up. So what we're going to do to achieve this is we want to have a sticky piston. Let's see if I can place this. You want to have it a little bit tricky at the moment, but we'll get there. No, not there. So I'll just move the ice. There you go. So what we want is for this sticky piston here to be extended by default, but when the water turns into ice, we want it to be retracted. So what we're going to do is we're going to take current, or at the moment no current, but there will be current when the bud switch is triggered. We're going to take current from that torch and bring it over here, and that's going to power this torch. So the torch keeps the piston extended by default, but whenever the bud switch is triggered, that will cause this piston to retract, just like so. Now, once we've got this, all we need is, as I've said, a piston just down here to push the ice up. So I'm just going to put in a normal piston, and that's pretty much all there is to it. What you want to do, though, as I've mentioned, is you want to case in this ice here so that when we replace that with water, it's not going to flow everywhere. And so now we can break out that ice and replace it with water, just like so. And don't forget to also place some sort of a covering over that source block and that one there so that they don't freeze. If they freeze, you'll just end up with a little L shape of ice. We want to keep those as water so they keep creating ice here. Now if you'd like to create two side by side like I did in my ice fountain, very simple again. All you do is extend out here, so you got an L shape here and an L shape there, and both the L shapes share this middle block, and then you do the same exact thing that we've just done, just a mirror image on the other side. And that's really all there is to it. So basically what's going to happen is when this block freezes here, oh, there you go, you can see it in action there. When the block freezes, it'll trigger the bud switch, which, as you see, triggers both of those pistons. Now the reason they trigger twice is because when the bud latch pulls, when the pistons pull back the ice block, sorry, it leaves an air block here, and then the infinite water spring creates a water block here. So this creating a water block will also trigger the latch. So unfortunately it does trigger twice, but it doesn't really affect the workings of the machine. The one issue with this ice generator is that if you've got too many ice blocks in the column, so as you can see I've got major overkill here, when you place this ice block, oh sorry, when the ice forms here, you'll see that because the piston isn't able to push the block up, when the ice block pulls back, it triggers the bud switch, and then you get the thing keeps trying to push pull the ice block back and then push it back and so on and so forth, and the machine gets jammed. So that's the one issue with this design, but yeah, only a minor issue. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, or if you found it useful in any way whatsoever, please do show that like button some love. It does help me out quite a bit, and I'll catch you guys next time.